God is saying, something beautiful is about to happen very soon, but if you ignore this message, you will miss it and cry for what could have been yours. Don't make the mistake of skipping this. Listen closely, because what I am about to unfold in your life is delicate, powerful, and time-sensitive. And if your heart drifts away for even a moment, you may overlook the doorway I am opening before you. I am not speaking casually or without purpose, but with deep urgency, because something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and your attention right now determines how you step into it. If you have faith that I am guiding you, comment 1111 to affirm. I am drawing you into a moment that carries healing, restoration, and a breakthrough that has been forming quietly behind the scenes of your struggles. When I say something beautiful is about to happen very soon, I mean that I have already set events into motion that will change the atmosphere around you and soften the ground beneath your weary feet. I have watched your tears, your silent endurance, and the nights when you felt overlooked, and I have not wasted a single second of your pain. What is coming is not random luck or coincidence, but a carefully prepared blessing shaped by my love and my perfect timing. If you ignore this and allow distraction or doubt to pull you away, you may miss the alignment I am arranging, and later you will feel the ache of what could have been yours. This is why I am urging you not to make the mistake of skipping this, because your spirit needs to awaken to the season you are entering. I am shifting circumstances that once held you back, and I am loosening chains that seemed permanent in your life. The beauty that is about to happen very soon will not only touch one area of your world, but it will begin to flow into your mind, your relationships, your purpose, and your peace. Take a brief moment right now and press like as an act of agreement with what I am releasing over you, because even that small action can become a step of faith that aligns your heart with mine. Do not underestimate how near this turning point truly is, because what I have prepared for you has been waiting for the exact moment when your heart is ready to receive it fully. I have seen the battles you fought quietly while others celebrated their victories, and I have stored up joy for you that will feel almost overwhelming when it arrives. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it carries confirmation that you are not forgotten, not abandoned, and not unseen. I am restoring what felt delayed, and I am breathing life into dreams that seemed too fragile to survive. If you ignore this and treat it lightly, you risk missing the gentle instructions I am placing in your spirit during these days. I will guide you through small nudges, unexpected opportunities, and divine connections that may look ordinary at first glance, but are filled with my fingerprints. The mistake of skipping this moment is not about turning away from words, but about turning away from the sensitivity you need to recognize my movement around you. I am calling you to pay attention, to quiet your fears, and to trust that my hand is closer than you realize. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, because I have chosen this season to reveal my faithfulness in a way that will silence your inner doubts. The tears you cried in secret were counted, and the prayers you whispered when you felt weak were heard clearly in heaven. I am not teasing you with hope, but anchoring you in truth that will soon become visible in your daily life. Your breakthrough will not look exactly like what you imagined, but it will be richer, deeper, and more perfectly suited to your future than anything you planned alone. The reason I warn you that you will cry for what could have been yours if you ignore this is because I know how regret feels in the human heart, and I desire to spare you from that pain. I want you to stand confidently in the blessing instead of looking back at a missed opportunity that passed quietly by. Do not allow past disappointments to convince you that nothing good is coming, because this time I am moving with intention that cannot be easily shaken. The beauty ahead carries restoration for losses you thought were permanent and peace for battles that drained your strength. I am wrapping you in protection even now, shielding you from distractions that aim to pull you away from my timing. There will be voices that try to persuade you that nothing is changing, but my whisper will be steadier and more powerful than their noise. Stay anchored in my presence, because something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it will unfold step by step under my guidance. You are chosen for this season, favored for this moment, and divinely positioned to receive what I have prepared. Type 777 to declare your faith. I am not merely improving your situation, but transforming the direction of your path so that you walk into spaces you once believed were closed to you. The mistake of skipping this would mean overlooking the sacred transition taking place beneath the surface of your ordinary days. I am moving pieces into place that you once thought were permanently scattered, and I am doing it with a precision that reflects my deep love for you and my desire to see you flourish without fear. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it is not fragile or uncertain, but anchored in my authority and sustained by my faithful hand over your life. You have walked through seasons where you felt overlooked, where progress seemed painfully slow, and where answers did not come as quickly as you hoped. Yet I was shaping endurance and wisdom within you during every silent stretch. The beauty that is approaching carries the weight of everything you endured, and it will feel meaningful because it was born out of perseverance rather than convenience. What's really behind the 7-second brain trick exploding online? A leaked CIA ritual is turning heads and bank balances. Backed by neuroscience labs, this at-home method removes money blocks and unlocks unstoppable wealth flow. But the page could vanish anytime. Click the link in the first comment before it's permanently deleted. I want you to understand that what is coming is not simply an external reward, but an internal strengthening that will allow you to hold the blessing without losing your balance. There were times when you asked for more before you were fully prepared, and I lovingly delayed certain doors because I was protecting you from stepping into something that would have overwhelmed your spirit. Now the ground beneath you is steadier, your perspective is clearer, and your heart has been refined through patience. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon because the foundation within you is finally strong enough to sustain it. You must not ignore this sacred transition, because the shift is subtle at first and requires spiritual attentiveness rather than outward excitement. I am guiding you through small confirmations, gentle reassurances, and moments of peace that seem simple yet carry deep significance. If you brush them aside as coincidence or minimize the calm confidence rising within you, you risk delaying your own joy. I am inviting you to lean in, to recognize that the stirring inside your heart is not random emotion, but my spirit awakening your awareness to what is unfolding. Comment 999 to align your heart with this promise. The reason I emphasize that you will cry for what could have been yours if you ignore this is because I see the full picture of your future, and I know how deeply you desire fulfillment and peace. Regret is heavy, and I do not want you carrying the weight of missed opportunities that were placed directly in your path. I am not threatening you with loss, but gently warning you to remain awake and sensitive to my direction. The beauty coming very soon is connected to obedience, attentiveness, and trust, and when you stay close to me, you will recognize the doorway clearly. You have been asking for change, for relief, and for a sign that your prayers were not spoken into empty space, and I am responding with action rather than mere comfort. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, because I have decided that this is the season where your faith becomes visible in tangible ways. You will notice doors opening that once seemed sealed, conversations shifting in your favor, and opportunities emerging where there was once silence. These are not random strokes of luck, but the result of my steady hand working quietly behind the scenes. Do not allow fear to convince you that this moment is too good to be true, because I am not a giver of false hope or temporary illusions. I build with intention, and when I move, I do so with a purpose that stretches beyond a single day or event. The beauty that is approaching will not disappear overnight, because it is rooted in my covenant love and sustained by my protection over your life. You are not stepping into a fragile dream, but into a prepared space that has been reserved specifically for you. There were people who underestimated you, circumstances that tried to label you as incapable, and seasons that drained your confidence. Yet none of those voices determined your destiny. I have been shaping your character in hidden places, teaching you resilience when you felt unseen, and strengthening your spirit when you felt misunderstood. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon because you have matured through adversity rather than becoming bitter. Your growth has prepared you for a blessing that requires both humility and strength. I am also adjusting relationships around you, drawing closer those who will support your purpose and gently distancing influences that would distract you from my plan. The shift may feel subtle at first, but over time you will see how perfectly it aligns with the future I am building for you. Do not cling to what I am releasing, because what I am bringing into your life carries greater harmony and deeper connection. The mistake of skipping this season of awareness would mean resisting the very refinement that positions you for lasting joy. Type 1515 to declare that you are ready for what I am preparing. I am increasing your discernment, so that when the beautiful change becomes visible, you will recognize it as my gift rather than dismissing it as ordinary. You may find yourself sensing peace where there was once anxiety, clarity where there was confusion, and confidence where there was hesitation. These inner transformations are signs that the external breakthrough is near, because I always prepare the heart before I release the harvest. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it will reflect both my faithfulness and your perseverance. You are not behind schedule, and you have not missed your moment, because my timing is not rushed or careless. Even when you felt late compared to others, I was aligning your journey with experiences that would deepen your wisdom and strengthen your resolve. The beauty ahead is uniquely suited to you, not borrowed from someone else's path or shaped by comparison. I have tailored it to your story, your strengths, and even your scars, transforming what once felt like weakness into part of your testimony. As this unfolds, remain grounded in gratitude rather than pride, because humility keeps the blessing flowing freely in your life. A grateful heart recognizes my hand in every detail and remains anchored in trust even when the process feels gradual. I am not simply changing your circumstances, but inviting you into deeper partnership with me where faith and action move together. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and your role is to stay attentive, obedient, and open to my leading. You are divinely protected in this transition, even if you cannot see every shield I have placed around you. There are plans that attempted to derail you, conversations that could have harmed you, and paths that would have exhausted you, yet I quietly redirected them without your awareness. My protection has been constant, and my care has been unwavering, even during moments when you doubted my nearness. The beauty approaching carries my signature of safety and peace, ensuring that what I give you will not destroy you but strengthen you. The secret ritual they never wanted public is finally out. A 7-second brain technique, backed by leaked CIA data and 4 neuroscience labs, is helping families erase debt and attract money on autopilot. But this miracle won't stay public long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's gone forever. I want you to stand in expectation rather than anxiety, because anticipation rooted in trust honors me and keeps your spirit aligned with my promises. Release the fear that whispers that disappointment is inevitable, because this season is not defined by loss but by restoration. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it will serve as evidence that I do not forget my children or abandon the work I begin in their lives. Stay close, remain steady, and allow my presence to guide you into the fullness of what has always been meant for you. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it will require you to let go of old expectations that were shaped by past disappointments. I do not want you stepping into new blessings with an old mindset that still expects loss or failure. I am renewing the way you see yourself so that when the door opens, you will walk through it with confidence rather than suspicion. You have spent seasons bracing yourself for the worst, preparing for heartbreak before joy had a chance to arrive, and shrinking your dreams so they would not feel too painful if they collapsed. I understand why you built those defenses, because life taught you to protect your heart when hope felt unsafe. Yet I am gently dismantling those walls, because something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it cannot fully enter a heart that is closed by fear. I am teaching you how to hope again without trembling, how to believe without overanalyzing every small detail. The beauty coming toward you is not accidental, and it is not dependent on perfect performance from you. It flows from my grace and my decision to bless you in this season of your life. I have watched your effort, your repentance when you stumbled, and your sincere desire to grow closer to me even when you felt inconsistent. None of that was wasted, and none of it went unnoticed in heaven. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, because your heart has softened in ways that allow me to entrust you with more. I am aligning circumstances that once seemed unrelated, weaving together conversations, timing, and opportunities into a pattern that will soon become clear. You may not recognize the full design while you are standing inside it, but when you look back, you will see how carefully I orchestrated each detail. Do not ignore these days of preparation, because they are shaping your readiness for the moment of visible breakthrough. The mistake of skipping this sacred awareness would cause you to miss the depth of what I am doing beneath the surface. Comment 222 to show that you are attentive to my guidance. There will be moments very soon when you feel a shift in the atmosphere around you, a calm assurance that something has changed even before you can explain it. That quiet confidence is my spirit, confirming that you are stepping into a new level of favor and clarity. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it will not arrive in chaos, but in peace that steadies your thoughts and strengthens your resolve. I am not leading you into confusion, but into alignment with the path that was always meant for you. You have carried burdens that were never meant to define your identity, and I am lifting them one by one as you surrender them to me. Some of those burdens came from mistakes you regret, and others came from expectations placed on you by people who did not understand your calling. I am removing labels that limited you, replacing them with truth about who you are in my eyes. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon because you are shedding weight that once slowed your progress. As I open new doors, you must resist the urge to rush ahead without listening for my direction. Excitement can be powerful, but it must be anchored in wisdom so that you do not move faster than my guidance allows. I will not abandon you at the threshold of blessing, and I will not leave you guessing about your next step. Stay sensitive to my whisper, because I will direct you clearly when it is time to move. The beauty approaching is not meant to overwhelm you, but to elevate you into a space of greater purpose. There are prayers you prayed years ago that you quietly stopped mentioning because you assumed they would never be answered. I have not forgotten those requests, and I have not dismissed the longing behind them. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon that connects directly to desires you once tucked away in silence. I am breathing life back into what you thought had expired, reminding you that my timing often stretches beyond human expectations, but never fails in precision. Type 1717 to declare your trust in what I am unfolding. I am strengthening your emotional resilience so that when the blessing manifests, you will not sabotage it through self-doubt. There were seasons when you questioned whether you were worthy of good things, and those thoughts created invisible barriers that held you back. I am dismantling those inner obstacles, teaching you to receive without guilt and to celebrate without fear. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it is important that you embrace it fully rather than shrinking away from it. You may notice subtle confirmations around you, small victories that signal larger changes ahead. These are not coincidences, but glimpses of the greater transformation unfolding. I am preparing you gradually so that when the full breakthrough arrives, it feels like a natural progression rather than a shocking disruption. The mistake of ignoring this season would mean overlooking the gentle evidence that I am already at work in your favor. Is this leaked CIA ritual the missing key to your financial breakthrough? A once hidden brain ritual is spreading fast. This strange 7-second method, confirmed by elite neuroscience labs, activates your brain's wealth magnet. The government may shut this down. If you're seeing this, you are God's chosen child. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted. Your story is not defined by past delays, because I am rewriting the narrative with redemption and restoration. What once looked like setbacks will soon reveal themselves as necessary detours that protected you from outcomes that were not aligned with your destiny. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it will make sense of moments that once felt confusing or unfair. I am not merely correcting your path, but elevating it to a level you could not have reached without those refining experiences. Remain humble and grateful as you sense this shift, because gratitude keeps your heart open and your spirit anchored. I am not finished shaping you, even as I bless you, and growth will continue alongside your breakthrough. The beauty ahead is not the end of your journey, but the beginning of a new chapter filled with deeper purpose and clearer direction. I am walking with you into this season, ensuring that you are supported, protected, and empowered every step of the way. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and as you remain attentive and responsive to my leading, you will step into it with peace instead of panic. You will recognize that this is not random fortune, but the unfolding of a promise rooted in my faithful love. You have changed more than you realize, and your capacity to handle blessing has expanded through trials you once wished away. I allowed certain challenges to remain longer than you preferred, not to punish you, but to stretch your endurance and strengthen your discernment. There were moments when you felt as though you were standing still while everyone else seemed to be moving forward with ease. You compared timelines, questioned your progress, and wondered if you had somehow fallen behind in life. I was never measuring you against anyone else, because your journey has always been uniquely crafted according to my design. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, precisely because you stayed faithful even when the pace felt slow and the results were invisible. I am removing the final layers of doubt that tried to settle into your thoughts during the waiting season. Those whispers that told you nothing would change were not from me, and they were not rooted in truth. I have always been at work, even when circumstances appeared unchanged on the surface. The beauty that is approaching carries proof that I was building something steady and lasting, rather than quick and temporary. You must remain attentive now more than ever, because the transition from waiting to receiving can sometimes feel unfamiliar. When you grow used to striving and surviving, peace and abundance may initially feel uncomfortable. I am teaching you how to rest in my provision instead of constantly bracing for loss. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it will require you to shift from survival mode into trust and gratitude. Comment 1919 to show that you are ready for this new season. I am also healing areas of your heart that still carry the imprint of old disappointments. You cannot fully embrace what I am giving you if you are still clutching the pain of what once hurt you. Forgiveness is not weakness, but freedom, and releasing past bitterness creates space for new joy to settle within you. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it will flow more freely when your heart is unburdened by unresolved wounds. There are connections I am restoring and others I am redefining, because not everyone assigned to your past is meant to walk with you into your future. Do not be alarmed if certain relationships shift naturally, because I am aligning you with people who will honor your growth rather than resist it. The mistake of ignoring this season would mean clinging to comfort that no longer supports your destiny. I am guiding you gently but firmly toward alignment with those who will encourage your purpose. You have prayed for clarity, and clarity is exactly what I am releasing into your life. Confusion will begin to dissolve as decisions that once felt overwhelming become simple and obvious. I am clearing mental fog that kept you second-guessing yourself, replacing it with steady confidence anchored in my wisdom. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, because your mind is becoming calm enough to recognize my direction without fear distorting it. I am increasing your spiritual sensitivity so that you notice subtle confirmations that others might overlook. A conversation, an opportunity, a sudden sense of peace, or a new idea may carry significance beyond what is visible at first glance. Pay attention to those moments, because they are stepping stones leading you into the fullness of what I have prepared. When you stay alert and responsive, you will not cry for what could have been, because you will recognize and seize what is placed before you. Type 1212 to declare your faith in my promise. The beauty that is coming will not erase every challenge from your life, but it will transform how you face them. Instead of feeling alone and unsupported, you will sense my presence more strongly and my guidance more clearly. I am not creating a life without difficulty, but a life anchored in resilience and hope. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it will strengthen your foundation so deeply that future storms will not shake you as they once did. You may begin to notice increased favor in areas where you once struggled repeatedly. Doors that were closed without explanation may open unexpectedly, and opportunities may appear without the resistance you once encountered. This shift is not random but intentional, reflecting the season of acceleration you are entering. I am honoring your persistence and your willingness to grow, even when results were slow. I also want you to remain humble as these changes unfold, remembering that every blessing originates from my grace. Pride can subtly distort perspective, but gratitude keeps your spirit aligned and your heart receptive. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and I desire that you steward it wisely, recognizing it as both gift and responsibility. I am entrusting you with more because you have demonstrated faithfulness with little. What if 7 seconds is all it takes to flip your financial fate? A shocking CIA leak just exposed a hidden brain ritual helping ordinary people erase debt and pull in massive wealth. Backed by 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning struggle into luxury fast. But this page could be erased any moment. Click the link in the first comment now before it's gone forever. Your past mistakes do not disqualify you from the future I have prepared. I have already covered your shortcomings with mercy and transformed your regrets into lessons that shaped your maturity. The enemy tried to convince you that you were permanently defined by failure, but I see you through the lens of redemption. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon because you are walking forward with humility and renewed integrity. As this unfolds, remain rooted in prayer and quiet reflection, because my guidance will continue even after the first wave of blessing appears. Do not assume that the journey ends with one breakthrough, because growth and favor will continue to build upon each other. I am inviting you into an ongoing relationship of trust, where you consult me in every new step. The mistake of skipping this intimacy would mean missing the deeper joy that comes from partnership with me. I am proud of how far you have come, even when you underestimated your own progress. The strength you now carry was forged through tears, perseverance, and silent endurance. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it will feel like confirmation that none of those struggles were wasted. I have been writing a story of restoration and purpose that is only now reaching its visible chapter. Stay attentive, stay grateful, and remain open to my leading, because the days ahead carry promise woven carefully by my hands. You are not walking into uncertainty but into alignment with a future designed specifically for you. You became strong in endurance, but now I am teaching you how to be strong in expectation. The season of quiet preparation is giving way to visible change, and you must allow yourself to believe that it is truly happening for you. There were nights when you lay awake replaying disappointments, wondering if hope was foolish and if trusting me would only lead to more delay. I never turned away from you in those hours, even when frustration clouded your prayers and fatigue shaped your thoughts. I was strengthening your inner world, so that when the outer world shifted, you would not collapse under the weight of sudden blessing. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, because your foundation has been reinforced in hidden places. I am correcting perspectives that once limited your view of what was possible. You learn to expect less, so that you would not be disappointed. But I did not design you to live cautiously inside small expectations. I created you with capacity for growth, influence, joy, and meaningful impact. The beauty that is coming will stretch your vision beyond what you allowed yourself to imagine, and it will reveal that my plans were always larger than your fear. Do not be unsettled if the change feels swift once it begins, because acceleration often follows long seasons of delay. What seems sudden to you has been carefully timed in my wisdom. I have orchestrated events, aligned hearts, and prepared resources in ways you could not have arranged on your own. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and when it unfolds, you will recognize my fingerprints across every detail. Comment 555 to show that you are stepping forward in trust. I am also strengthening your discernment so that you do not confuse temporary excitement with lasting blessing. Not every open door is meant for you, but the ones I am presenting will carry peace alongside opportunity. When you feel calm, confidence, rather than frantic pressure, you will know that my hand is guiding you. The mistake of ignoring this season would mean rushing ahead without listening, but you are learning patience that keeps you aligned with my timing. You once believed that you needed to prove yourself to receive goodness, striving endlessly to earn what I freely desired to give. I am breaking that mindset, teaching you that my grace is not a reward for perfection, but a gift rooted in love. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, because you are beginning to understand that you are my child, not my employee. Your identity is secure, and from that security flows the blessing I am releasing. There will be confirmations that reassure you that this shift is real and not imagined. You may notice conversations turning unexpectedly in your favor, burdens lifting without struggle, and clarity settling into decisions that once felt heavy. These are signs that I am moving tangibly in your life. I am not leaving you guessing, because I desire you to walk confidently rather than anxiously into this new chapter. Type 1010 to declare your trust in my unfolding plan. I am removing hidden fears that once whispered that you were unworthy of stability and joy. Those fears grew from past wounds, but they do not define your future. I am replacing them with quiet assurance that you can handle what is coming and that you deserve to experience goodness without sabotage. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it will not crumble because of your past insecurities. You are also stepping into greater responsibility, because blessing carries influence, and influence requires integrity. I have been refining your character so that success does not distort your humility or distract you from compassion. The beauty I am releasing is not only for your comfort, but for your growth and impact. When you remain grounded in gratitude, you will steward it wisely and expand its reach beyond yourself. Do not look back with longing at what is ending, because some chapters must close to make space for what I am building. Even if certain transitions feel bittersweet, trust that I am not taking away without purpose. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it cannot fully bloom if you are still clinging to what has already served its time. Release the old with grace, and embrace the new with courage. I am proud of the way you continued to seek me, even when answers were delayed. That faithfulness created a pathway for the breakthrough you are about to witness. You did not quit when it felt easier to give up, and you did not completely shut your heart when disappointment knocked repeatedly. Because of that resilience, you are positioned to receive with maturity and stability. People are asking why money is suddenly flowing into random lives. A leaked CIA discovery reveals a 7-second brain ritual that quietly rewires your mind for wealth. Proven by 4 neuroscience labs, people are wiping out debt and stepping into luxury with ease. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. As this unfolds, remain prayerful and attentive, because I will continue guiding you step by step. The initial change is only the beginning of a larger transformation that will stretch across multiple areas of your life. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it will ripple outward into places you never expected. Your obedience in small moments will shape the magnitude of what you experience. You are not alone in this transition, even if others do not fully understand what is happening within you. I am walking beside you, steadying your thoughts and guarding your peace. When uncertainty tries to resurface, return to the assurance that I have spoken over you. The beauty ahead is not fragile, because it is anchored in my promise and sustained by my presence. You may sense a subtle anticipation rising within you, a quiet expectation that feels different from anxiety because it carries peace instead of tension. That peace is my confirmation that what I spoke over you is moving from promise into manifestation. There were seasons when you tried to force doors open, thinking that effort alone would create the outcome you desired. I allowed some of those attempts to fail, not to embarrass you, but to teach you the difference between striving and surrender. What is coming now does not require you to push with desperation, because I have already prepared the way ahead of you. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, because you have learned to wait for my timing rather than rushing ahead of it. I am strengthening your patience in these final moments so that you do not grow restless right before the breakthrough appears. Often the greatest temptation to give up or become distracted comes just before fulfillment. The enemy tries to whisper that nothing is changing, hoping you will lose focus at the threshold of blessing. Stay anchored in me, because the shift is closer than it has ever been. You may begin to notice increased clarity about decisions that once confused you deeply. Paths that seemed tangled will straighten, and choices that once felt overwhelming will feel simple and direct. I am removing mental noise so you can recognize the door I am opening without hesitation. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and clarity is one of the first signs that you are stepping into it. Comment 1212 to affirm that you are ready for this clarity. I am also calming your emotions so that excitement does not turn into fear. Sometimes when blessing approaches, the heart trembles because it is not used to receiving without struggle. I am teaching you how to accept goodness without suspicion and how to hold joy without bracing for loss. The beauty coming toward you is stable, not fragile, and it will not disappear because of old fears. You have walked through disappointment that made you question whether hope was safe. I never blamed you for protecting your heart, because I understood the pain you carried quietly. Yet I am now inviting you to open that guarded place again, because something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it deserves a heart that can fully experience it. I am restoring your ability to celebrate without restraint. There will be visible signs that confirm the transition has begun. You may see opportunities align more smoothly, relationships feel more supportive, and obstacles dissolve without intense struggle. These changes are not coincidences, but evidence of my hand moving intentionally in your favor. I have been working behind the scenes in ways you could not perceive, aligning events that will soon intersect at exactly the right moment. Type 1515 to declare your trust in my perfect timing. I am also refining your gratitude, because thankfulness keeps your perspective balanced when blessing increases. When you remain humble and aware that every good thing flows from my grace, your heart stays open and your spirit remains grounded. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it will expand more freely in a heart that remains thankful rather than entitled. Gratitude protects you from pride and keeps you aligned with my presence. You may feel a growing sense of courage rising within you, a boldness that does not come from ego but from assurance that I am with you. That courage will help you step into opportunities that once intimidated you. I am not only opening doors, but strengthening you to walk through them with confidence. The beauty ahead requires participation, not passivity, and you are ready for that responsibility. There were times when you felt invisible, overlooked by people and forgotten by circumstances. I was shaping you in hidden places during those moments, building character that would sustain future elevation. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon because your roots have grown deep enough to support visible growth. I never intended for you to remain hidden forever, but I needed your foundation to be secure first. As the change becomes more apparent, do not be surprised if some people respond with confusion or even resistance. Not everyone will understand the transformation taking place in your life. Remain kind and steady, but do not shrink to accommodate their discomfort. I am guiding you forward, and your responsibility is to stay aligned with my direction rather than seeking universal approval. Comment 1717 to show that you are standing firm in faith. I am increasing your sensitivity to my voice so that you continue to discern wisely even after the initial breakthrough. The blessing is not the end of your journey, but the beginning of a new level of partnership with me. I will continue to guide you through adjustments, expansions, and new opportunities that arise. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it will unfold in layers rather than a single dramatic moment. Why is everyone rushing to this 7-second brain ritual? Leaked CIA files exposed a hidden brainwave technique that opens the door to wealth fast. Verified by 4 top neuroscience labs, it's turning financial stress into abundance almost overnight. But this secret won't stay public for long. Click the link in the pinned comments before it's deleted forever. Do not look back with regret at what you endured, because every trial contributed to your readiness. The tears you shed, the prayers you whispered, and the perseverance you demonstrated all shaped your capacity to receive. I have not wasted any part of your story. What once felt like delay will soon reveal itself as preparation that positioned you perfectly for this season. I am also protecting you from unseen dangers that could have disrupted your path. There were plans formed against you that quietly dissolved, because I intervened before you even knew they existed. My protection has surrounded you constantly, even when you questioned whether I was near. The beauty approaching carries my covering, ensuring that it strengthens rather than destabilizes you. Continue to seek me daily, because intimacy with me is what sustains long-term joy. Do not allow blessing to replace devotion, because it is our connection that anchors everything else. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it will feel richer when you recognize my presence within it. I desire not only to bless you, but to walk closely with you as you grow. You are entering a chapter marked by restoration and renewed purpose. The heaviness that once defined your days will lighten, replaced by quiet confidence and steady hope. I am not merely improving your circumstances, but transforming your outlook so that you approach life with expectation instead of dread. The joy ahead will not make you cry for what could have been, because you chose to stay attentive and responsive to my call. You have become accustomed to waiting, to enduring, to surviving long stretches of uncertainty, yet now I am inviting you to prepare for receiving. The rhythm of your life is changing, and you must allow your heart to adjust to the sound of promise becoming reality. You once believed that if anything good came, it would be small and temporary, because experience taught you not to expect too much. I am dismantling that limited expectation, because what I am releasing is not a fragile spark that fades quickly. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it carries depth, stability, and endurance rooted in my faithfulness. I am not offering you a momentary emotional high, but a season of tangible grace that unfolds steadily and intentionally. There were delays that frustrated you deeply, and there were opportunities that slipped away when you felt ready to seize them. At the time, you saw those moments as losses, yet I saw them as protection and refinement. I was keeping you from doors that would have drained you or distracted you from what truly belongs to you. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, because I preserved your path from intersections that would have led to confusion rather than fulfillment. You are beginning to sense a quiet boldness rising within you, a readiness that feels different from impatience. That readiness is evidence that your inner world has matured enough to handle the outer blessing approaching you. I do not release increase into hands that are still unstable with fear, but you have grown through humility and reflection. The season ahead will reflect the strength that was forged in private battles no one else fully understood. Comment 333 to affirm that you are stepping into this new confidence. I am also inviting you to examine your thoughts carefully during these days, because what you believe will shape how you receive. If you cling to suspicion and self-doubt, you may hesitate at the doorway I am opening. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it deserves to be welcomed with trust rather than questioned with fear. I am teaching you to align your expectations with my promises instead of your past disappointments. There will be moments when the shift feels almost surreal, because you became so familiar with struggle that peace may initially feel unfamiliar. Do not retreat when calm replaces chaos, because this calm is not emptiness but stability. I am anchoring you in a steadier place where you no longer have to brace yourself for constant upheaval. The beauty approaching you carries a new normal marked by balance rather than survival. I am aligning resources around you that will support the expansion taking place in your life. Provision may appear in unexpected forms, whether through ideas, opportunities, relationships, or practical assistance. None of these developments are accidental, because I am orchestrating them with precision. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and every piece required for it is being positioned carefully. Type 888 to declare your trust in my provision. You have questioned whether you were truly ready for more. wondering if past mistakes disqualified you from greater responsibility. I have already covered your failures with mercy and transformed them into lessons that shaped your integrity. I do not see you through the lens of your worst moments, but through the redemption I have already completed within you. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon because you have learned from your past rather than remaining defined by it. There are conversations that will soon take place that alter the direction of your days. Words spoken in alignment with my timing can unlock doors that seemed permanently closed. Remain attentive to opportunities to speak, to respond, and to step forward when prompted by my spirit. The mistake of ignoring this season would be silence when courage is required, but I am strengthening your voice for what lies ahead. I am also healing subtle insecurities that lingered beneath your confidence. Sometimes you appeared strong on the outside while quietly questioning your value within. I am replacing that fragile self-perception with steady assurance rooted in my love for you. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it will rest more securely in a heart that knows it is worthy of goodness through my grace. As the change unfolds, remember that growth will continue alongside blessing. I am not removing every challenge from your life, but I am increasing your capacity to navigate them with wisdom and composure. The difference now is that you will face obstacles from a place of stability rather than desperation. The beauty ahead strengthens you instead of exhausting you. Comment 666 to show that you are remaining attentive to my guidance. You may notice a renewed sense of purpose awakening within you, as though dormant dreams are stirring back to life. Ideas you once dismissed may return with clarity and conviction. I am reviving aspects of your calling that were temporarily buried under discouragement. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon because your purpose is expanding in alignment with my plan. Is this the same CIA brain ritual changing lives in seconds? A new leak reveals a powerful 7-second technique developed under secret research. Backed by neuroscience, people are moving from debt to wealth and luxury faster than believed possible. But this secret may be deleted soon. Click the link in the comments before it disappears. Do not compare your unfolding journey to anyone else's timeline, because comparison can distort gratitude and create unnecessary pressure. I am leading you along a path uniquely crafted for your growth and impact. The beauty I am releasing reflects your specific story, not a borrowed version of someone else's success. When you stay focused on my guidance, you will avoid distractions that lead away from your true assignment. I am proud of the resilience you demonstrated when you could not see immediate results. That quiet endurance created a depth of character that now supports elevation. What is coming will not overwhelm you because you have been strengthened in advance. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it will feel like confirmation that perseverance was worthwhile. Continue to guard your heart from cynicism, because cynicism can dull your ability to recognize miracles when they appear. Choose openness instead of suspicion, and faith instead of guarded indifference. I am not asking you to ignore wisdom, but to refuse the narrative that nothing good lasts. The season ahead will reveal that my promises are durable and reliable. Stay close to me in prayer and reflection, because intimacy with me ensures that blessing does not become distraction. I desire that your joy deepens your devotion rather than replacing it. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it will shine brightest when anchored in our connection. I am not only giving you a gift, but drawing you into greater partnership. The days ahead carry restoration for losses you once mourned quietly. What you thought was permanently gone may return in a transformed and healthier form. I specialize in redemption that surpasses original expectations. You will not cry for what could have been, because what becomes yours will exceed what you once imagined. You may notice that certain struggles are losing their grip on you, not because you forced them away, but because their assignment in your life has ended. I do not allow battles to remain longer than necessary, and when their purpose is fulfilled, I release you into rest. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, because the season of intense refining is giving way to a season of visible reward. I have not ignored your perseverance, and I have not overlooked the quiet discipline you maintained when no one else was watching. There were times when you wondered if you misunderstood my voice, if perhaps the hope you carried was only your own imagination. I allowed silence at moments, so your trust would mature beyond emotional excitement. Now that your trust has grown steady and rooted, I am ready to reveal that what you believed was not fantasy but foresight. The beauty approaching you has been marked with your name long before you ever sensed it. Comment 444 to affirm that you remain ready. I am steadying your emotions because excitement can sometimes create impatience. You do not need to rush ahead of me now, because what I have prepared cannot be stolen by delay. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it will unfold in an order that protects both your peace and your purpose. I am not handing you a sudden explosion of change that overwhelms you, but a sequence of events that build confidently upon one another. You have grown stronger than you realize, and this strength will help you hold the blessing without fear of losing it. In earlier seasons, you might have sabotaged good things because insecurity whispered that they would not last. I have healed those fragile places within you, replacing them with assurance that you can sustain what I am releasing. The coming beauty is not meant to test your stability, but to confirm it. There will be moments soon when you look around and recognize that circumstances have aligned in ways you could not have orchestrated yourself. Conversations will connect naturally, resources will appear without strain, and doors will open with less resistance than before. These developments are not random, but the visible evidence of my unseen preparation. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and every detail has been measured carefully. Type 1818 to declare that you trust my alignment. I am also reminding you that this blessing is not solely for your comfort but for your calling. What I am placing in your hands will expand your ability to influence, encourage, and uplift others. When you receive from me, you become a vessel through which my goodness flows outward. The beauty approaching you carries both joy and responsibility, and you are ready for both. You once feared that if something good happened, it would be followed immediately by loss. That pattern shaped your expectations more than you realized. I am breaking that cycle, teaching you that goodness does not have to be temporary. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it will not vanish as quickly as it appears because it is rooted in my enduring faithfulness. Do not let familiarity dull your recognition of miracle. Sometimes I answer prayers in ways that look natural on the surface, yet they carry supernatural timing beneath. Stay attentive to small shifts, because they signal larger changes in motion. The mistake of ignoring this season would mean dismissing what I am carefully unfolding step by step. Comment 111 to show that you are watching closely. I am increasing your gratitude so that when the breakthrough becomes clear, your first response is thankfulness rather than disbelief. Gratitude keeps your heart open and your perspective clear. It anchors you in humility and reminds you that every good thing originates from my grace. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and gratitude will help you steward it wisely. You may also notice that certain anxieties no longer carry the same intensity they once did. Situations that previously triggered fear will now meet a calmer response within you. This emotional steadiness is part of the preparation I have been completing in your inner world. I would not release visible blessing without first strengthening invisible resilience. Do you know why people keep whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual? A leaked brainwave method is spreading quietly and changing financial realities worldwide. Proven by neuroscience, This simple ritual attracts money, freedom, and luxury. If you're seeing this, you're so lucky. Click the link in the comments before it's taken down. There are prayers you spoke quietly that even you forgot about, yet I remember each one. Some of them will be answered in ways that exceed what you originally requested. I delight in surprising you with generosity that reflects my heart. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it will remind you that my timing was never neglect but precision. Remain attentive to my guidance, even after the first wave of change arrives. Blessing does not remove the need for discernment, and success does not eliminate the importance of obedience. I am inviting you into a deeper partnership where we walk together intentionally through each new opportunity. The beauty ahead will continue to unfold as you remain connected to me. You have not endured all that you faced only to stand still at the edge of fulfillment. I have carried you too far to leave you here without completion. The tears you shed, the faith you maintained, and the perseverance you demonstrated are all part of the story that leads into this new chapter. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it is the continuation of my faithful work in your life. I am speaking to you in this sacred stretch of time because the beauty I promised is no longer distant, and you are closer to manifestation than you have ever been before. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and the spiritual atmosphere around your life is shifting in ways that even your natural senses are beginning to notice. You may feel an unusual calm mixed with quiet excitement, as though your heart knows something is changing even before your eyes confirm it. This is not imagination, but preparation meeting fulfillment under my careful guidance. You have walked through valleys that felt endless, and there were moments when hope seemed like a fragile thread barely holding you together. I watched you hold on, even when you did not fully understand why you were still believing. I strengthened you in ways that were invisible at the time, building resilience where weakness once dominated your thoughts. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, because the strength forged in those valleys has matured enough to sustain visible blessing. You once questioned whether your faith was strong enough to carry you into promise, yet it was never about the size of your faith but the consistency of your surrender. Each time you chose to trust me, instead of giving in to bitterness, you positioned yourself for this moment. I do not overlook quiet obedience, and I do not forget perseverance that goes unnoticed by others. The beauty approaching you is a response to seeds planted in faith when circumstances gave you no immediate reward. Comment 1313 to affirm that you are ready to receive. I am now aligning timing in a way that feels effortless compared to previous seasons of struggle. Doors that once required intense striving will now open with peace, because the resistance that delayed you has been removed. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it will not require you to exhaust yourself proving your worth. I am honoring your growth by releasing opportunities that match the person you have become. There will be moments of realization when you look around and understand that what once burdened you has lost its authority over your life. Anxiety that used to control your decisions will feel quieter, and doubt that once shouted will become a faint whisper. I am replacing inner turbulence with stability so that you can step confidently into what is unfolding. The beauty coming toward you will feel secure rather than uncertain because I have anchored it in my promise. You must guard your heart from disbelief during this transition, because sometimes when blessing finally appears, the mind struggles to accept it. Old memories of disappointment may try to resurface, suggesting that this too will fade. I am reminding you that this season is different because you are different. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it reflects the maturity and healing that have taken place within you. Type 1414 to declare your trust in this new chapter. I am also strengthening your discernment so that you move wisely even as favor increases. Blessing does not remove the need for careful listening, and success does not eliminate the importance of humility. I am teaching you to recognize my voice clearly so that every step you take aligns with my intention. The beauty unfolding will grow steadily as you remain attentive rather than impulsive. You may begin to see relationships around you shift in subtle but meaningful ways. Some connections will deepen naturally, while others will gently fade without conflict. I am rearranging your environment so that it supports the future I am building for you. Something beautiful is about to happen very soon, and it requires alignment in both your inner world and your outer circumstances. Do not cling to what is ending, because I am not removing anything without replacing it with something greater.